Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to show you a little bit about Photoshop, specifically how to use smart objects in creating a complex pattern for your web page background or really anything. We're going to be using Adobe Illustrator to import our objects, and we're going to be using Photoshop to manipulate them and create our final product. I'm also using a program called iShowU to record and capture my screen, which will make it much easier for you to follow along with these easy steps. First things first, go over a few pattern designs. For any complex pattern, there's three major rules. Alright, so let's get started. So what we're going to do is immediately open up our Photoshop right here. So then we'll go File, New. As I mentioned previously, we're going to go 256 by 240 pixels. Resolution 72, that's fine. Mine's set to CMYK. What we really want for this is going to be RGB. And now we have our little blank slate there. One thing you're going to want to do is usually keep the background layer. And this time it's not really that important, but we're going to want to create a new layer. And you go ahead and fill that with any color you'd like. Personally, I'm just going to do a nice little white here. I'm going to get my paint bucket tool. Boom. Done. Now we got our white. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to turn this layer into a smart object. And you can do that easily by control-clicking on a Mac or right-clicking on a PC. And you can just go right here to convert to smart object, and you're done. Now that we've got our smart object, obviously this isn't going to be big enough to fill any page, a website, or anything. So we're going to have to come up here, and we're going to have to go to Image, Canvas Size. We'll go to Percent, 200, all around, relatives on, background's white. We're there to go. Now we've got our canvas going on here. What we're going to want to do is duplicate our smart object layer. We're going to have to copy that 8 times, so we have a total of 9 boxes. You can just do that simply by hitting Command J, just like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, now you can see over here on the right hand side, I have my 8 copies, 9 total layers, and not including my background layer. And what we're going to want to do is, if I turn off the background layer, you can see our original cube, our original starting size. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull that around. They should snap right into place. And you just want to fill up the screen right here with all your different smart objects. Now you can see we have a full white canvas size. Now what we want to do though is we also want to be able to see our initial layer, our initial smart object, if you will, so we can make changes to that so we don't have to edit it on this massive scale. So if you just double click right here in the thumbnail of your smart object layer, if you get this, that's fine, you know, just don't show it again, and we can just hit OK. And now it brings me to my original canvas size. Now what we're going to do is go into Adobe Illustrator. As you can see, I've imported the file already. It's right here. You can easily download the pattern we'll be using today. It's called 5 Floral Arrangements. You can get that from qvectors.com. Alright, the great thing about Adobe Illustrator is all you got to do is click on the object and you select the whole thing. So one simple click, as you can see, the whole floral arrangement has been selected. So now if we just Command C, we can copy that image and come into our original layer here, and we can paste it as a smart object. And I'm going to shift to resize it, and I'm also going to drag it up a bit, put it right in the center of the file. Alright, design principle number 1. Anything in the center of the file, we're not going to have to rearrange or mess with. It'll duplicate itself throughout the pattern easily. And you'll be able to see that in 1 second. Place the file, save it with Command S, and if we go over into our other file, you can see it's replicated itself 9 times. Alright, now we can go back to our smart object, and we're ready for phase 2.